Got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gun.
53, check 53. Let's go, D. 53's the mic.
Hey.
Newton to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Check.
Great.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
20.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Able to find Walter. That's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Shit. Come on.
From the 39, Newton. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nicole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. These two teams all tied after one.
That's it.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Whip. Watch the whip.
First down, the run with Lynch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 buzz. Watch the
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey. 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Danny. Shit. Tight dog.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Great.
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm going to run you over. Right there, 54.
20.
54, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey!
54.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
And right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go one more.
50.
Check. 57. Big stop.
Hey, Charlie.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Great.
Watch the run. He's coming. We got double up.
Again, it's Penny. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gun.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the 50, Newton. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Check. Lucky. 66. Pull it. High. Check 3. Check.
Great.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
8. Gun.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm scared. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
8.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Let him know. Mike 53. Mike. Dude. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 50.
Great.
Let's go, D.
Now Newton. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
I call that... Success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Right to the 3.
54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check. Hustle.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagou able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped him? How good do they feel right now?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on second and long. Newton steps away to it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, West. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. 54.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
20. 8.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You.
What is
Out of the gun, Newton. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Great.
54, Mike, 54.
Express!
Check, watch 54, watch. In your face. Mike.
They snap it to Newton. It's complete to Grant. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on fourth down in the fourth quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Gun. 8!
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 54.
Newton's going to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun.
He's checking Craig.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, Express!
Hey, let's go. Come. Watch the curl.
Greg!
51 for Mike, boy. 51.
To the air again, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotian credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Hey, turn it up. Get 300. Get 300.
Mike 55. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on.
Rodgers now going to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they